Hi, this is Elf Frank. You're Elf on the Shelf. I don't know why I'm here on the shelf, because the only one who are on the shelf are naughty elves or pranksters. No, not like the costume place that sells masks and magic stuff. Go see Al for that stuff. But I don't know why, because Santa calls me the Wonder Elf. Just the other day, he said to me, Elf Frank, you know, he speaks in a higher voice, I wonder about you. And next thing I know, here I'm on the shelf. I don't get it. You know, there's other like real bad elves, you know, who are not very nice or impersonate Santa. They get sent to Mount Crumpet.
Ah, my kind of guys.
But not all elves leave the pole because they're bad. Some decide to leave on their own. Look at Hermie and when he met and left with Rudolph. You know that story. Hermie, you know, couldn't make toys. He didn't like making toys, but he wanted to be a dentist in the movie. Actually, he wanted to be a brain surgeon. But most kids could understand pulling teeth over frontal lobotomy, you know. But anyway, another bunch, they left because they didn't want to make toys. They wanted to bake stuff. They wanted to bake cookies. But you know them, you know, the Keeblers. Now, it's not all elves make toys either. Speaking of elves, there are some that work on the sleigh, they maintain it, do repairs. While these elves, they formed a choral group, and they were really good singers, but they couldn't get any work. They couldn't get any gigs. And so they disbanded the band. They stopped trying to do it. But I told them all they had to do was change their name. I mean, you know, who's going to say, oh, yeah, let's have the Santa Slayers here do some Christmas songs? You know, it just didn't work. You know, the elves are busy making a Christmas movie. It's going to be called Gnome Alone. It's in the movie, the gnomes set out to their hometown in Alaska. Nome, of course. Where else would it be? But anyway, they leave one gnome behind. Sounds kind of familiar. But anyway, none of the gnomes, or all the gnomes, are played by elves because they couldn't get any gnomes to do it because they were all busy. You know what they were doing? They were doing lawn care and home security. So, but enough about elves. We have some questions that kids ask all the time. It says, can you tell a boy tree from a girl tree? Why, of course, that's easy. The girl trees have skirts. And another question is, they said, why does Santa wear a red hat? That comes to a point. It's got fur, white fur around the rim, and it's got a white ball on the end at the top. Simple, keeps his head warm. Oh, and here's another one. Here's really important. If you ever go to the North Pole, there's certain things you have to be careful not to do. First one is never play Santa Baby or I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. You know, Santa sat on a couch for a month till Mrs. Claus finally realized that it was just a song. He had to convince her of that. And the other one is never give an elf the remote. You know why? You know what they watch? They only want to watch one thing. Elf? Nope. Rudolph? Nope. Frosty the Snowman? Nope. All they want to watch is Little People, Big World. And that's enough for tonight. Did you ever see I think I got my shoes I borrowed from Mr. Vader. Yep. And somebody's coming. just want to give some shout outs that the elf on the shelf came from Hobby Lobby here in town. The Grinch Grinch mask came from Pranksters here in town also. A monk robe for the Grinch and the Santa suit jacket came from Party City. And the background music, which is still playing now, is the Ventures Christmas album. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.